Hello, everyone. So, I'm burning white sage. I had lit it up already, and it's known to, cleanse the air and bring in, newer energies to open up. And I wanted to take some time with everyone to express my feelings right now because I'm really locked in emotionally, deep with my feelings and my thoughts, and I don't have really anyone to really talk to about it. Um, I feel obviously betrayed by many people you would not believe, and I have felt like within the energies that people had put spells on me. And I know people wouldn't believe me, and it's fine. This video is not for you to believe, but I am going to tell you my truth. And um when they talk about the fruit of the spirit, in the Holy Bible and through Christian teaching. I'm talking like sanctified, true Christian sanctified teaching. When you're really deep in it, and you're basically filled with the Holy Ghost and so on. So a lot of people could say I'm sacrilegious, but they wouldn't tell me that literally in my face unless they hear this message and then they come back to me with their own demons that that haunt them for years, where they may look at me and they may not be able to take it out on, let's say, a very racist white person. So they'll get the next person under that person who's probably European, mixed with European, and or you know maybe dark melanated person that they can size up and attack. So um, this is probably why you have people, or not just people, creatures, animals. You have the aggressor, and then you have the um, passive aggressive person. And if you were to do like a social experiment and you put, let's say people are in jail, normally they'll probably put no more than four people in a room together, or probably three or two, right? Like a bunk bed in a room. So I've never been to jail, okay? Um, I'm not afraid to say that. Um, I'm not trying to prove anything, but I feel like I'm literally, no matter how you try to make me more aggressive than what I really am, because I feel like I'm just a lion, just chilling in the jungle, not bothering anybody. I'm not I'm not trying to bother anyone, you know. But I don't want to be that person where my teeth start um, you know, biting. Uh, I'm looking for my prey. I'm literally attacking, and I have my claws. I'm getting ready to lash. Okay, and um, so we need to get into the topic about religion too, but maybe that could be on another video. You know, here I have a T-shirt on, for example. It says Jesus loves loves the hot me. Okay, so some people would say, where I'm from, what you doing wearing a Jesus T-shirt for? You ain't nobody, that type of um, same old type of talk. But let me let me hip you all to something. I live in America, although America is technically Illuminati. Okay, but we'll get into that later. But as for just the view that you normally see, it's Christianized, okay? Because you have a lot of people out there, although they prove a point, with politics, with cases like abortion, rights, let's see, um, gay same-sex marriages, uh, what you eat, why you're eating that. Don't you know what they put in there? Let's see, what else could I cover? What somebody said, ooh, so and so said that. You know what race they are? Oh my god. Oh, so and so ain't black. So and so ain't black, Um that's another reason why we need retribution. And if you want to really keep it real, there are so many people out there in this world, in America, on the surface, and I'm not talking about myself, because I'm biracial. Okay, I'm not saying multicultural. I'm biracial. This is what a biracial person looks like. Okay? But when I straighten out my hair, if you didn't know me, uh, depending on what day, how I'm looking, if I'm not, so tan that day, mainly in the wintertime, I'm about as just as white as the driven snow. Okay? And we're taught in school, race don't matter, but I'm gonna get into the topic of where my feelings are at right now, because I'm seeing clues that are quite evident, and I want to address this. Okay, because I'm feeling like a lot of people want me to voice out some things for black people, and I don't know exactly what they want me to say, but I'm just going to speak from my perspective. Okay. For one thing, social media, the music industry, these satanic covens, okay, connected with Illuminati, and these umbrella secret societies, um, technically, this is literally like the head of the devil. The head of the devil. Okay? And, you know, people may say, okay, well, aren't you supposed to do some acting? You know, and, To keep it real, I'm not gonna jump into the pool real fast in like a big, huge, deep ocean if I'm just starting off learning how to swim. I'm saying it metaphorically. Okay. Now, I some months back ago, I'm kind of hit on the mystery stories. Okay, that clues that maybe folks need to know. Okay, and the the vice president, I feel, plays a big part into um, the decisions of what they're trying to do to many. Um, I should just be blunt. A lot of dark melanated people. You know, um, I seen. Uh, I'll give you an example. Okay, I seen a little short clip video of um, where some people were making fun of the fact of seeing a roach at the what what is it? Some type of event where they take pictures and people show off their dresses or their cool outfits. People like uh, let's see, Travis Scott. Rihanna and so forth. So it's kind of set up like a red carpet event. So this video, I don't want to judge people really when it comes to like Illuminati and the people connected with that, with the music industry, because it is not really for me to judge those people. A lot of those people have to do things to put food on the table, okay? But as for me, who was literally, I guess, misunderstood, humiliated, okay, targeted, my family, mainly my husband, had been targeted because he was going through um, something that he was not telling me what he was involved in, or what he was doing, okay? Because there was something he was doing that I don't condone, okay? But I'm not going to 100% judge him, and me and him never really got into discussing some things, okay? But I am hearing that um, clues through different sources, put it like that, where they speak about sacrifices, you know, instead of them saying Hollywood, they would say Hollyweird, you know, Freemasons, um, you know, sometimes you hear something about, oh, dirty cops. So I'm in a situation, okay, I never really explained it to anybody, but a woman said to me, shouldn't you be arrested? So I am thinking that my family was targeted because we literally, not just we are inventors, okay, for um, for an invention idea based on, something to do with lighting, some type of lighting box type of machinery. I don't want to really go into the name of the model and of the equipment and what have you, because um, copyrights and all this type of stuff. So I don't want to get all into that, but so I'm gonna be really real with you, and I'm probably like, doing what they call breaking oaths and what have you. But I'm telling you, I didn't 100% go all the way with Illuminati, although people said I did, but I, you know, it's hard for me to say, but I'm just gonna say it. I did say the oath, so some, but I never gave the money um to Illuminati, so it didn't go all the way through. So um I'm in a situation where I have no I have no money um really that's being offered to me by my husband, and I think maybe these people who are with the brotherhood of the union, they must have um, said, "Don't give her nothing. Don't give her nothing." And then the policing of the through social media, you know, through actually one of the acting um, entertainers. Okay, I kind of got clues that maybe, I'm not gonna just say maybe, I'm gonna say he's an informant, and all of those people in the music industry are. And the people are mad because I think I was going to be, um, I'm just going to go on and say it. I think it's not just a think. I was set up to be a blood sacrifice. And they were never able to kill me because they didn't know where I was. And um, what complicates things, and I'm gonna really think twice before I really get myself into that, because think I would do better just being independent. And this is probably why you have black people, for example, out on the street, like they used to do years ago when they would say CDs, CDs. I got CDs for $5, and they literally patent and do it themselves. And I'm starting to see why. And only a person like myself is boldly to speak out. So, like I had posted on Twitter, I said um, that I'm waiting to hear from Fox News to get a interview, and literally speak on what I'm noticing. And then I've also seen a court proceeding online during the time of where they tried to get me caught up in it, because I had wired some money to an actor, and he thinks it's all a joke, right? Well, I'm gonna be real. This ain't funny, because I had literally, after reconsidering it all, because I'm not a slave, okay? My DNA may have some slavery. No, it's not may, it was, okay? Because even Romans were slaves, okay? Learn your history. Go way back. A lot of them too were prostitutes, and it was legal for Romans to be, okay? And so I'm being ostracized, I'm being hated. Um my DNA, some would say, okay, she's a gypsy. Um but I'm biracial, okay? I'm not going around trying to be biracial. It's just what it is. Some people may say, oh, she's just trying to act black. It's not an act. This is a lifestyle. There's this woman. I don't want to, for her safety and what have you. I'm not gonna say her name, but she told me don't get into acting. It's not for you, and I'm starting to um, reconsider it. But I'm gonna tell you guys this. I was on the break of being a multimillionaire, and if I am, I'll probably never see that money. And I think maybe it's some kind of brotherhood thing where they had me way over here and I'm way over there. And then I'm going to tell you this. Oh, I'm going to really keep it real. When they say Hollywood weird, what they're really talking about is folks who are of the same sex having sex with each other in all of these private ritual meet up places where they meet up and have sex orgies and what have you. And maybe is probably connected with ceremonies and what have you. And if you ever watch about witches and stuff like that, it's not it's not just like the movie Sabrina. Like there really are um part of our history that's connected with that. And what I mean is there are real witches out there. There could be some imposters, but there really are some witches. I mean, I'm talking about they literally gave their soul to the devil. Not I'm not saying it in a religious way where I'm halfway talking to you. I'm talking about they literally went as far as like um I don't know the specific um uh specific satanic entity that they're worshiping, but I have some idea, and I think it's kind of related to like a figure that looks like a goat, and and you know those symbols with the star and a circle. Okay, when you see that kind of stuff, that's those are the clues that there's some black magic involved. And I want to hip you guys to something, okay? Because a lot of that black magic stuff that's connected with the European studies of witchery stuff, okay? Then when they talk about voodoo, that's connected with the roots from Africa, okay? And voodoo was actually illegal, but was brought here by the slaves, okay? There were people who kept things secret, okay? And they probably did, you know, their rituals and what have you, but they didn't let their they didn't always tell their slave master what they were doing. Okay. Now, um, what can I get into? Uh, since we're gonna kind of make this a religious thing, sort of. So when you hear music that where maybe it's got some gyrating music, talking about I want to make love to you, and then ooh ooh ooh, what have you. It seems all cool and stuff, but that's kind of like not kind of, but it is technically it's a form of like a love spell, you know. Now that's low grade compared to people who go about and they mix this with this and it stirring it and could be like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I don't know, but she's on the show that acts kind of clueless, and there's like freaking dragons and giant spiders and all kind of just uh, bizarre stuff in that modern day TV show. But it used to be all cute and simple, and back in the days, like when I was young, they had movies that were in black and white. They were classic movies like The Addams Family. Um, I'm not saying that's witchery, but it's like a haunted story. You got folks looking like Frankenstein and a dancing hand that's not connected to a body is doing this. So Godzilla, that was cool back in the day. You know, Spider Man, The Incredible Hulk. I'm talking about the original movies back in the days. So, I learned about um, how a lot of these Marvel characters are connected with Illuminati, and you know you might see Spider-Man, he do this, that is the symbol of some form of Satan. You see the devil horns, okay? Now some may say, "Oh, that's all cool and stuff." These folks today, they gonna fool around and have me dying like Jesus Christ. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm a saint. I'm fully a saint. But I'm literally feeling like I don't got no friends but Jesus. And I don't even know if Jesus is 100% like cool with me.